My dad wasn't always like this. When I was younger, he was the guy who made everyone laugh. He could fix anything, bikes, fences, broken chairs. He had this way of making you believe everything was going to be okay, even when the car broke down or when bills piled up. But there was something else, something darker, hidden behind his smile. It started small, a trip to the casino, just for fun, with his friends. Then weekends, then weekdays. Soon, we'd hear the click of the front door at midnight, the smell of cigarettes, the heavy sound of his footsteps. My mom would ask, "How much did you lose this time?" And he'd reply, "Don't worry about it." But we worried, every time. It was a cold Friday night when everything came crashing down. The house was quiet except for the ticking of the old clock on the wall. I was in my room, scrolling on my phone, when I heard voices, loud, angry voices, coming from the living room. I peeked through the door. My dad was pacing, running his hands through his hair. My mom was holding a crumpled piece of paper. Her face was pale. "You bet the house," she said, her voice breaking. "It's not like that," he stammered. I was so close to winning it back. Winning it back. "You've lost everything." My stomach dropped. The walls suddenly felt smaller. The next day, a man came to the door. He had a folded piece of paper and a cold look in his eyes. By the end of that week, it wasn't our house anymore. The pictures came down from the walls. The smell of Mom's cooking was gone. The hallway echoed in a way it never had before. And then, Mom left. No long speech. No goodbye hugs. Just a slammed door. The sound of a suitcase rolling down the street. And silence. She didn't just leave my dad. She left us. Dad tried to act like everything was fine. He'd make pancakes for dinner and tell us stories about when things get better. But the truth was, we were living in a friend's spare room. All three of us crammed into one space. At night, I could hear him crying when he thought we were asleep. I was angry. Angry at him for gambling. Angry at her for leaving. Angry at life for putting us here. One day, my younger sister asked, "Are we ever going home?" I didn't have an answer, but that question, it changed something in me. I started looking for part-time work. Dad started going to Gamblers Anonymous meetings. Slowly, we stopped talking about what we'd lost and started talking about what we could build again. Looking back, I realized that night was both the worst and most important moment of my life. We lost our house, we lost our mom, but we didn't lose each other completely. And while my dad will always carry the weight of his choices, he's also proof that even broken people can try to fix what's left. If you're listening to this and you've lost something because of someone's addiction, know this: your story isn't over. And neither is mine.